How I feel? Left. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about should the Washington Commanders be interested in interviewing Jim Harbaugh, and what is the chances of him becoming the Washington Commanders' next head coach. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on post notifications so you can notify when I upload new videos like this to the channel. I'm on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you guys can help me get there as soon as possible. Also, subscribe to Juan Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description as well. Now, with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So, I know a lot of y'all about to be pissed off at this video, and that's totally fine, y'all. Like, what a lot of people have to realize when it comes to sports takes, we're going to disagree at times. Doesn't mean that we are different. Doesn't mean we can't respect one another's opinion. That doesn't mean one person don't know less than each other. That doesn't mean anything. It's sports. We all gonna have our different takes. So if you disagree with me today, again, trust me, I'm built for it. Y'all, a lot of people have said what they said about me before on the internet and have disagreed with my takes before. I'm built for it. So whatever y'all gotta say about my take today, I'm all for it. Don't hold back. All right, so let's talk. Jim Harbaugh won the national championship yesterday, and he has been a name that has been supposedly coming to the NFL for the past 3 years. Jim Harbaugh is a guy that we know all too well. He was the former head coach of the San Francisco 49ers a decade ago, led them to multiple NFC championship games and a Super Bowl appearance against his brother, John Harbaugh. Then in 2014, he decided to take his talents to Michigan. And at Michigan, he's built a powerhouse. As the last couple of years, they have made it to the national championship. Where last year they went to the college football playoffs. They lost TCU, and then this year they actually won it all against Washington. Jim Harbaugh, in my opinion, is a really good head coach, and I don't want to get twisted with what I'm about to say today. I don't dislike Jim Harbaugh. I don't think he's a horrible coach. Don't think he's not a good coach at all. The thing about Jim Harbaugh that I don't like is a couple of things. One, his age, 62 years old. We just got rid of a 60-plus-year-old head coach. I don't want nothing wrong. I don't want nothing to do with these old head coaches anymore. Nothing. I want nothing to do with them. Who knows how long he's going to have the coach left? You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. Two, coach-centric approach would still be here if Jim Harbaugh arrives in Washington. Don't want that. We just got rid of that. A lot of people are going to say, oh, Josh Hurst, the owner, said that is not going to be the case. It's going to be all about talent. Well, that's not what Jim Harbaugh is going to leave Michigan for. He's not going to leave Michigan where he runs the whole thing and making top of the line money. I would argue he's probably making more money there than he's making here in the NFL. He's not going to leave that program to come somewhere where he doesn't have all the keys. Whatever job he's going to go in the NFL, if he does transfer back, he's going to have all the keys. So that's not going to be in Washington. So, in that case, he's not going to be a good fit. Thirdly, in the argument that I was having with my guy yesterday, heated argument, man. I mean, this guy's absolutely livid that I don't want Jim Harbaugh, which is, I'm like, bruh, at the end of the day, we got our differences. Same reason why you don't want these young guys, these inexperienced guys. I want Jim Harbaugh. But we were talking about it, and another reason why I don't want Jim Harbaugh is because prior to last night, he can't finish. He could never finish. And that goes back to his San Francisco 49er days. Yes, he wins. And yes, Washington hasn't won anything in about 30 years. I'm well aware of that. But let's be real here. Of course, right now, if Jim Harbaugh was to come here and we would go 10-7, 11-6 and make the playoffs, we would be ecstatic. But if we get in the first round, second round exit constantly, you can't tell me that wouldn't piss you off. Eventually piss you off. Yeah, in the first season, maybe the second season, that's going to be cool. But that third season, maybe that second season, depending on how far we made it in the first time we made it back to the playoffs, y'all gonna get pissed off. That's why I'm like, I don't really know if I want him, because not only has he been away from the game in the NFL specifically, and yes, the NFL and college is college is is the closest thing to the NFL, but it's not the NFL, and he hasn't been in a part of the NFL in 10 plus years. So maybe the game's passing him by. Maybe can he adapt to the game? There's so many questions surrounding Jim Harbaugh for me that I just would stay away from. But he couldn't finish, in my opinion. Yes, he has countless Big Ten championships. He has NFC championship appearances with the 49ers. He has a Super Bowl appearance. But what is the one thing that happened? He could not finish. Why did he leave the 49ers? Got stale. He got stale when he got old. So, with that being said, in college, you can constantly have the same failure, but it doesn't get old. Why? Because you're constantly getting new recycled players every 3 to 4 years. Some of these guys are here for majority to if all of their career. And you're going to end up having guys like Jonathan Allen that love this team to death and want to win here, but is going to get sick and tired of coming up short. And that's what I feel would be the case with Jim Harbaugh. Again, don't think he's not good. Don't think he wouldn't do wonders here. But our expectation is eventually going to become higher than a wild card berth, a divisional round appearance at some point. And yeah, I know y'all probably won. You're thinking down the road when we haven't even sniffed the playoffs. I understand. But I also understand that you can't turn your nose down at somebody else because of inexperience. Right? The same people that want Jim Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh only are turning their nose down at Bobby Sloak because he hasn't done it. He hasn't got a shot to do it. They turn their nose down to Ben Johnson because, oh, that's the popular name everybody else wants. So? Right? So, again, in my opinion, if Jim Harbaugh was to come here, I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be behind him. But I personally he's not my cup of tea. He's not who I want. Not who I want here in Washington. That's totally fine. And then also on top of that, he's not even going to come here. Have y'all seen the destination, the destination prediction for Jim Harbaugh? We're not even on the list. He's not even a name that we have announced. And we have announced a million coaches who we're interviewing. Aaron Glenn is on that list before Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh was worried about a national championship, but so are these teams in the playoffs. They're worried about getting to the Super Bowl. So I think if we were interested in Jim Harbaugh, it would have came out by now. It would have. So that's really just my whole spill on it. Is I don't want no old fossil. I really don't. It's not to discredit anything that he's done or anything that he can do, but he's coming to a team that he really has to reset. Because unlike a team like Los Angeles, that I think is a likely destination for him, we don't have a quarterback. Although I love Sam Howell, who's to say he does? So we don't have a quarterback, and yeah, you can be like he's in a position to draft his own guy, but how do you know he wants to do that? You got Justin Herbert, you got Keenan Allen, you got all this talent over there in LA that has been coached poorly. That's where he needs to go. A team that's already constructed well and just needs the right leadership. For Jim Harbaugh right there. Jim Harbaugh would be coming here and he wouldn't be able to win until 3 years from now. And knowing a lot of fans out there, they're not going to have the patience for Jim Harbaugh. And Jim Harbaugh is 61 years old. Or 60 years old, sorry. And being 60 years old, you tend to be stuck in your own ways. You tend to be an older guy that is strict, that is get off of my lawn kind of guy. You only want it one way. You only know it one way. But I'll be sure, just because of the success he had in 2013, in 2012, in 2011, I'll be sure that he can change and he can adapt to the NFL in 2024. That was just the question that you would have to ask yourself. And if you check off all those boxes and you think Jim Harbaugh can do it, and you believe truly deep down inside that Jim Harbaugh is the right man for the job, all means, then that's probably your guy. That's just not for me. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. And that's fine, right? We all got our wants in life. And Jim Harbaugh is just somebody that I don't want. But if he was to come here, am I gonna be livid? No, I'm not. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm behind whatever Josh Harris decides to do. Whatever he decides to do. And I don't think Jim Harbaugh is a guy like that. Like, prime example, Mike Vrabel just got fired. Shocked out of my mind. Mike Vrabel has been good in Tennessee. But what is the problem with Tennessee now? It has gotten stale. They have made it to the playoffs so many times. They have won the AFC South so many times. They made it to the AFC Championship one time, I believe, one or two times. One time, I think, versus Kansas City. Right? Didn't cash in. Didn't get it done. And even a guy like Mike Vrabel got fired. Even a guy like Andy Reid from the Eagles got fired. Even a guy like Bill Belichick probably going to get fired because they're not getting it done anymore. They're coming up short. Nick Sirianni is a guy that is on the hot seat in Philly. And the way Philly fans are reacting, you would think they're in our shoes. So do you see what I'm saying here? Fans are, and teams and owners and GMs in this day and age aren't patient. So do you really think you're going to have patience with a Jim Harbaugh, a guy that's going to have to come here and rebuild this roster? We don't got no defense. We got wide receivers, and that's it. Let's be for real. Like, I love some of these guys on the team. But some of these guys on the team won't even start if it was real competition in that position. Let's think about it now. Before you start typing and getting pissed, think about it. Who do we really have on this roster that you can solidify as a stud? Terry McLaurin as a group. Let's just we can even just do groups. We can do groups to make it easy. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dawson, Curtis Samuel by themselves. That's a stud group. Tight end group. Logan Thomas, Curtis, it was Curtis Hodges, but he got cut. John Bates and Cole Turner, who never even got to see in the field. And we got Monty Rogers, but we don't know what he is. Coming off that torn Achilles. Mid, trash, really. Let's keep it above. Offensive line, trash. Outside of Sam Cosmi, trash. Love Cole Luke. Cole Luke is not a starter in this league, though. Defense. Defensive line is horrible. Like Deron Payne, like Jonathan Allen, but one of them, Jonathan Allen's probably going to be gone, and if he's not, they need help. They're good, but they're not elite anymore. They're not elite. Love Deron Payne, but not elite. Can he get there again? Potentially with some help, but we don't got no edge rushers to help him. Linebackers, trash. Jamin Davis is the only one that's okay. Rest of everybody else, trash. Safeties. Cameron Curl, Juan Martin. Those are the only guys in that secondary that I like. Percy Butler. You can replace Percy Butler. Let's be for real. Derek Force. Bruh hurt his shoulder and I ain't heard from him since like week 5. I don't know what he is anymore. He's cool, but you can replace Derek Force. Kendall Fuller, free agent. Benjamin St. Juice. He's alright. I like Juice, but you can do better than Juice. Forbes, at this moment, trash. Can he get better? Potentially. So do you not see what I'm saying? We have a whole bunch of holes. Jim Harbaugh is probably going to be 63 years old by the time we're ready to compete. And I know a lot of y'all like, why do you keep stressing age? Because we need to get away from these older guys. Jim Harbaugh is perfect for a team that's ready to win. And we're not that. So, hopefully y'all hear my rant and at least listen. You don't gotta agree. Trust me, you don't. And again, I'm here for you guys disagreeing with me. I'm all for it. That's a part of sports and that's a part of having a debate. Not gonna always agree. What's the point of agreeing all the time? What's fun in agreeing all the time? You feel me? So I understand if a lot of y'all are pissed, but that's just my stance on it, man. Let me know what y'all think about it down below in the comment section, though. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. On the road to 7,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate it if you guys help me get there as soon as possible. Also, subscribe to Juan Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description. See y'all later. I'm out. Peace.